Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds. We're now going to have issue 3 of Build the Titanic, the ship, the legend. Okay, so we're on issue 3. We've been waiting for this one to come for a while because we are doing the monthly subscription. So we're going to get 2 of these a month until about issue 8, and then we start getting 4. So it's still not too late to pick this up for yourself. So you can head on over to the link down below. It's buildthetitanic.com, or you can head over to this one, which is HachettePartworks.com. So as you can see, I have had a little bit of a move around in the man cave. That's because the Enterprise there did go for a tumble and did shatter. So it's now repaired. It's still got the tape on it there where it's been repaired. So that's just holding that up. But yeah, we've had a move around. So now we've got a bit more room around here now to work with. So when we build the doll's house in the Titanic, they can go somewhere here. Okay, so let me show you the parts we get with issue 3 and what we're doing. Okay, so have a look at that. So as you can see, we get the parts for the engine, a circuit board tester, and our first, I don't know if that's the only one we get, but presumably we'd get 3 of them. Get our little smoke generator there. So we'll go open that up in a minute and take a closer look. Let me show you what we're doing. So the instructions for this is in the back of the magazine. So that's everything we get. So first off, we're going to be making these parts up here, which is the starboard cylinders. So we're going to add these 4 parts down onto here. They are numbered and lettered and everything. I will talk you through that when we go through. They're all going to get screwed down there with BM screws. And then we're going to do exactly the same with the opposite side, just like so. Then we're going to obviously do exactly the same and connect them with BM screws. Then we're going to get the connecting rods. We're going to make up all of these little connecting rods and pistons and everything. So that's what they should look like. That's going to get attached to the crankshaft just there. And then that's going to get lowered down onto there. And then the difficult part begins where we've got to actually fit all of this together. So we're going to be sandwiching that together just like so. Which they make it look quite easy in the book, but I'm sure it's not going to be. We'll put these 2 brackets underneath there, making sure we've got this one just here on this side with a little sticky out bit. That's where the little cog's going to go. Then we can seal that up on there with some CM screws in these 4 holes here. And we can put a little touch of glue just on the end of this little crankshaft here, and we can add the cog onto there. And then that is that part done, and then it's just testing the smoke generator after that. So we're going to add 2 AAA batteries into there, plug in that, and we're going to make sure we've got this the right way up, because we want the cables facing up the way and don't want to be putting them anywhere near the water. And hopefully when we put them on a damp cloth, or I'm going to be using a sponge, that we see some smoke. Okay, so I already have seen a few videos for this, and I have seen a few people struggle with the putting the parts together. So hopefully we don't have that problem. So without further ado, let's get the parts open and start building. So the parts out of the packaging, these are the parts we're going to start off with first. So this is die cast metal, and this is the right hand side. You may be able to see that just on the inside, just in there. We've got R4, R3 written in there, R2 and R1 written in there. So you want to make sure that that's that. And on these ones here, on these little parts, we do have just in there, you will probably not be able to see it, but just underneath this whole bit here, we've got R1 written in there. And on each of these we have, this one's R2, R3 and R4. We just have to match them with the corresponding one. So this one is R1. That's going to go onto there. That's going to get secured down with a BM screw. So let's get the first screw of issue 3 in. That's the first one. So the next one we want is R2, which is this one. Do have peg holes as well to help you line them up. This is the second one, just like so. Next one is R3. So let's get this one down. And the final one is going to be R4. Let's get this one on as well. And there we are. So that's what you should have so far. So from right to left, we should have R1, R2, R3 and R4. So we can put this to the side and we can start working on the left hand side one. So this is the left hand side one here, and as you can see on the back we've got L1, L2, L3, L4 just written on those circle parts there. So that's what we have to match these black parts up to. So let's bring them in. And just like before, they are marked on the inside. So this one's got L1, L2, L4 and L3. Again, these are going on with BM screws. So let's put L1 on. Get that all the way down. L2 is getting the next one going on. Just like so. Then L3. Just that. Does help that they have pegs in there to help you get it lined up in the right place. Last one now is L4. That one's going just on there, and I'll screw in there. Just like that. So that's just got our left side and our right side. So next we have two different parts here. So the difference between these two is this one looks like that. It looks like it has a little handle on the bottom. The other one has a flat side with a hook on the end. So we want to take the one with the flat side and the hook, and we're going to connect that onto here. So we want it facing this way. Try and keep the hooks going the same way for both of the parts. That's the first one. Let's get the second one done. Just like so. Number 3. You do clip together quite easily. Last one now. Number 4. So that is then 4 just there. Now we need to bring in the crankshaft, and we're going to be positioning these on the crankshaft. So we want to make sure that we've got this part where the cog is going on. So you actually may see on here we do have an extended like nipple on the end just there. So that wants to be to this side, and then we're going to be going one in there every second one. So that one on there, that one on there, that one on there. So let's get these in. I am going to hook these over. Number 1, number 2, skip the next 2, number 3, and then again in the end one here, number 4. So that is that all made up. So now the difficult part. So we're going to take the one that's, so we're going to take the left hand side, and we're going to lay this down, making sure each and every one of these lie down in the right place. So you could probably do this without the crankshaft on, and then put the crankshaft after. So we do have difficulties. We will take the crankshaft off. I don't see why it would be so hard to take that off. But yeah, these are getting these lined up is the problem, because the crankshaft's metal and it just wants to pull everything away. Let's get these in. That's that one. 1, 2. Yeah. So now we're going to add the right hand side, and we're going to try and keep all of these lined up in their slots whilst lowering this one down. So let's see if we can do it. Line that up. I'm going to start one end, trying to grab them all as we go, making sure they don't pop out. They already have, so let's get them back in. Try and bend them a little bit. Like that, so they're sort of bent like that. Might make it easier. Hopefully that's grabbed them all. And we can squeeze all of these together, and hopefully we've got them all. Go again. So when we turn this, they should all move up and down. Which is, this one isn't, so that's come out. There we are. Yeah, that one's just come out of line. That, squeeze that back in. That one's in. I believe that one's in as well. And squeeze them all together, and we've got it. Yeah, there we are. That's what you should have. That should be able to turn all the way around, just like so. So let's give that a good squeeze. Now we need to put some brackets on either end. So the first bracket, we have a larger one and a smaller one. So the smaller one goes to the side with the cog. The larger one is going to go this side. Just lift that up out of the way. Get that seated in the right place. This is going inside of that, like that, and like that. So that wants to sit there in there. So again, with these top brackets, you do have a shorter one and a longer one. So the shorter one wants to go to the side with the cog, the longer one is on the other side. So we can put this one on first. That's going to go there. And then some CM screws in each of these holes. That one. And then one in the other one. Ooh. Let's get that one in. Second one, it's now this one. So you want this bumped bit facing in the way, just like so. Two more CM screws. Get the first one of them in. And now the second one. There we are. So the only thing left to do is put the little cog just on the end here. So we do need to put just a little touch of super glue on the end. Just there. All the way around the end there. We can take our little cog. It has got like a key shape on there, a D shape. That's going to go just on the end there. Give that a few seconds to dry and we should be able to spin this all the way around. There we are. Have a look at that. Yeah, there we are. That is that part all complete. So the final part of this video, we're going to be using these two bits here. So we have got our smoke generator. So we have the side with the solder and the wires. That's the side we want facing up. And we should have the plain disc at the bottom, just like that. No wires coming off of this side. So this is going to be going that way down when we do this. Got our plug socket on the end, and we've got this here. So this is going to get plugged into here. So let's plug that in. Making sure we've got it around the right way. Plug that there. We need two AAA batteries. That's them in there. And then when we push that button, that's going to give us some smoke effects, but we need something else first. I do have a bowl of water with a sponge, so I'm just going to drain that off just a little because we don't want too much water on there. I don't think so anyway. Right, so the wires facing up the way. Let's get this down. Place that on top, push the little button. There we are. Can you see it? There we have our smoke coming off of there. I don't know if you can see that smoke. I can see it. There you are. Now we know that works. We can remove the batteries and store this safe. So we can unplug that. And yeah, so we've got our tester. Obviously, we're going to have to test something else with this. So keep this safe. And yeah, put that safe. So I don't know how this is going to work in the actual model. That would be interesting to see. Because obviously, we're not going to have a sponge or a bit of cloth in there. must have some sort of solution in there to make this work. So I'm sure it will work a lot better once it's in the actual model. So there you are, guys. That is issue 3 of Build the Titanic, all complete. And yeah, I didn't really find that one that bad. I've been watching videos and seen the posts on Facebook that this issue was an absolute nightmare to get them together. But I didn't find that. I found it quite easy to get them together. Maybe it's because I've seen so many people's posts and videos and stuff that maybe that's why I found it quite easy. But yeah, or maybe it was just blind luck that getting them together. Who knows? But yeah, it's together. I'm happy. That's all that matters. So remember, if you want to pick this up for yourself, head on over to buildthetitanic.com or HachettePartworks.com. You can pick this up from any one of those 2 websites. You can subscribe to this from issue 1. So I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, please leave a like down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.